In this class, we will discuss about question number 4th, first one, exercise 3.1, pair of linear equations in two variables. Clear? So what about this question? Which of the following pairs of linear equations are consistent oblique inconsistent? If consistent, obtain the solution graphically. So first we are having some pair of linear equations. I am taking first one. So first one pair of linear equation is what? X plus y equal to 5, 2x plus 2y equal to 10. This is two linear equations in two variables. First we should check these equations are consistent or inconsistent. So how we will check these equations? We are having conditions. So first we will compare these equations from the general equations. So what about the general equations? a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2 y plus c2 equal to 0. These are what? Linear equations in two variables. Clear? Now we are having two linear equations in two variables. First we will compare and then find the coefficient. So I am writing these equations in the general form. This can be written as x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. This is what? Equation number 1. Now what about the second? 2x plus 2y minus 10 equal to what? 0. This is equation number 2. Now compare coefficients from the general equations. Then what we are getting? a1 equal to coefficient of x 1, b1 equal to coefficient of y 1, and c1 equal to what? Coefficient of constant, this one, and this is what? Minus 5. Now a2 will be the coefficient of x for second equation. This is what? 2, and b2 equal to 2, and what about the c2? C2 will be what? Minus 10. Clear? Find the ratios. a1 upon a2 equal to what? 1 by 2. b1 upon b2 equal to what? 1 by 2. Third ratio, c1 upon c2 equal to what? Minus 5 by minus 10, and this will be what? 1 by 2. So finally what we can say? 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2, and this is what? a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 equal to c1 upon c2. What? c1 upon c2, and this is condition of what? Coincident. So we can say these equations are what? Coincident, and coincident lines are what? Coincident. So we are getting coincident lines, and coincident lines are what? Coincident lines will be what? Consistent. So we are getting a pair of linear equation is what? Consistent. So pairs of linear equation, given pair of linear, this pair of linear equation, question number 1, pair of linear equation is what? Consistent. So this first question is what? Consistent. We are getting consistent. If consistent, then find the solution graphically. Now we want to find the solution graphically. Again observe, first we will compare given pair of linear equation from the general equations. Find the a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2, and then find ratios a1 upon a2 b1 upon b2 c1 upon c2. Then we are getting a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 equal to c1 upon c2. It means we can say these equations are what? Consistent. Why these are consistent? We are getting coincident lines. We are getting consistent, so we will solve graphically If we are getting inconsistent, then we will not solve graphically. Okay, but this time we are getting consistent, so we will find the solution. So how we will find the solution? We will draw tables and then draw a graph. Observe from equation 1. What? From equation 1. Equation 1 is what? X plus y minus 5 equal to 0. So from this equation what we can say? Y equal to 5 minus x. Y equal to what? 5 minus x. So different values of x, what will be the values of y? We will find y equal to 5 minus x. From equation 2, what we are getting? Y equal to what? 5 minus x. I am drawing one table for the equation number 1. So for different values of x, we will find the values of y. Observe carefully, easy. X I am taking 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? Also taking 5. So I am taking these values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What will be the value of 5 y? Observe carefully. Now once we put x equal to 0, then value of y is 5, x equal to 1, then 4, x equal to 2, then what will be the value of y? 5 minus 2 will be what? 3, then what will be the value of y? 2, 4, then what will be the value of y? Is 1, 5, then value of y is what? 0. So different values of, I am taking values of x from 0 to 5, then from equation 1 we are getting the values of y. Clear? From equation 2. Now what will be the table of equation number 2? From equation 2, what will be the value of y? 2y. Observe, 2y will be, from equation number 2, 2y can be written as 10 minus 2x, and this can be written as what? Y equal to 2 times of 5 minus x divided of 2. Observe, 2 is common in both, so what we are getting? 5 minus x, and we are dividing by 2, so 2 this will be cancelled. What we are getting? Y equal to 5 minus x. Clear? This is the value of y. Now I am drawing table for the what? Table for the equation second. What will be the table? Observe carefully. Different values of the x. Again I am taking same values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now y equal to what? For the equation number 2, 5 minus x. Same values we are getting, 5 minus x, same. Clear? It means again we are getting, once we put the values of x, then we are getting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We are getting same. Why? Because we are having coincident line, and coincident lines meaning is what? Same lines. Clear? So we obtained the two tables. Now we will draw both tables on the graph paper. I am just drawing graph there. I am taking x-axis and y-axis. Observe carefully. This is the origin, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is 5. 1 centimeter gap I am taking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? Now first I am taking equation number 1. So what will be values for coordinate of first coordinate is what? 0 and 5. 0, 5. How we will draw? X-axis point is 0, y-axis is 5. First point will be there. 1 4. Another one will be what? 1, and y-axis is what? 4, and this will be the second point. Now next point 2 3. Next one will be 2 and 3. 2 and 3 will be this one. Clear? Next one is 4 and 1. 4 and 2 and 3. Next one is what? 3 and 2. 3 and 2. This point will be what? This one. Next one 4 and 1. 4 and 1 will be what? This one. And last point we are having what? Last point we are having 5 and 0. 5 and 0 will be y coordinate will be what? 0. So once we connect all the points, we are getting what? We are getting straight line like this. We are getting straight line. Clear? This graph, this line for this is for equation 1. Observe carefully. We want to obtain the solution graphically for the equation 1. What will be the table? Different values of the x, we are getting the y values, and now x y coordinates. X y coordinate will be these, and I am drawing these point on the graph paper. Then we are getting the line like this. This is for the equation number 1. For the equation number 2, again what will be the point? 0 5. Again we are getting the same point. 0 is x-axis, 5 is what? Y-axis. 0 is x-axis and y-axis is what? Same point we are getting. Same point we are getting there. Clear? Next point 1 and 4. 1 and 4. This point we are getting. Next one 2 and 3. 2 and 3. This point we are getting. Now next one 3 and 2. 3 and 2. This point we are getting. And last one 5 0. 4 1. 4 and 1 will be this one. And finally 5 0 we are getting this one. Clear? So again we are getting what? Same line. Clear? So what we can say? Both lines, this equation and these equations. Clear? These are what? Linear equations. Clear? And both are coincident. Coincident, so we are getting lines like this. Both lines are coincident to each other. Clear? So we are getting graph like this. So what will be the points for the, what will be the points or solution of these equations? So once x equal to 0, x equal to 0, y equal to 5, x equal to 5, y equal to 0. These 2 points are common. Clear? All points are common. 1 and 4, 1 and 4. 2 and 3, 2 and 3. 3 and 2, 3 and 2. 4 and 1, 4 1. 5 0, 5 0. So these are what? Solutions of these 2 equations. Once we put x equal to 0, x equal to 0, y value will be what? 5. X equal to 5, then y equal to 0. Similarly, x equal to 2, then y equal to 3 will be the solution of these equations. So by graphically we can obtain solution of linear equations in 2 variables. So again I am revising what we are doing in this question. In the question number 4th, we are having some pairs of linear equations in 2 variables. We want to check which one is the consistent and which one is what? Inconsistent. Once we are getting consistence, and how we will find the consistency or inconsistencies? We will compare linear equations in 2 variables from the general equations. Find the values a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. Then find ratios a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, and c1 upon c2. Once we are getting all the ratios are equal, then we can say coincident line. And system will be what? And pair of linear equation is what? Consistent. Clear? So that time we are getting consistent, equations, consistent system, and finally we are getting consistent, then we will find the solution. So we are drawing two tables for the each equation and then draw these values on the graph, and then we are getting the graph like this, and intersecting of both lines points will be the solution of what? Solution of these equations. Clear? I hope you understand this question. That's all about this question. Thank you so much.